Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brother Rob right here. I hope your day is fine, and I just wanted to come on here just to share with you a brief topic of discussion, and it's just a brief question that popped up in my mind earlier, and I felt a need to talk about this and share this with you. I think it'll definitely be a beneficial to you, and just basically something for you to think about throughout your day today. And that is, the question is, why does God let us go through hard times? Why, especially, people that's trying their best in life, people that's doing all that they can to survive, and living a well balanced life, to the best of their ability, but somehow they always seem to face difficulties. They always seem to face storms, and I can literally vouch for this. And this answer is just, it can be spread out, so largely. Me personally, I believe God lets us go through certain things for a reason. But always remember this: He's only going to give you so much to handle. He will never give you an adversary that you won't be able to, handle. He won't give you something, more than you can handle, or whatever the case may be. But sometimes I also believe that, God will test us and see how far we can go on. He lets us go through adversaries and hard times to test our faith, to test our mentality, to test our spirit, man, to see where we're at in Him. Now, I want to remind you that there's going to be times where God will leave us alone, and these are the times when He is testing us, and at the same time He's also equipping our spirit, man. So the more and more you go through hard times, the more you face your adversaries, when you complete the task, there's always going to be the road of peace at the end. That's where the blessing comes in. The blessing comes when we, continue to complete the adversaries. Yes, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. That's what life is all about. It's not going to be easy, but this will give us the opportunity to continue to make it in life, and at the same time, it's going to cause us to be better individuals. So another reason I believe why God lets us go through these things is to, I believe He wants to see where our mind is, and to also see where our heart is. I know sometimes in the past, when I went through hard times, there was times in my life where I had forgotten about my father at some times, and I do admit that. The reason why I say this is because I was letting my flesh get in the way. If I was going through a certain, hard phase of my life, I would, go back to old habits and bad habits. I would start living in the flesh, and it was kind of straying my mind off Christ. But right now, I'm trying to work on these areas more and more. I still go through it still to this day. My mind starts to wander off, and I focus on the wrong things where I should be focusing on God. But because of my human nature, I try not to beat myself over the head like I used to. I come to the fact where I realize that, mistakes happen, and this is what life is all about. Life is going to give us some hard times that we got to go through. Life is going to throw us some, hardballs. Sometimes we got to be willing to catch. There's going to be days when we're not going to be able to catch these hardballs. But, the more we catch these problems, it's going to sting your hand. Picture a hard baseball coming at you, and you know how pitchers, they got to catch it, and sometimes it stings the palm of your hand. I'm talking in the spiritual sense right now. When we learn to catch our problems and take it by the palm of our hands, it's going to sting. But once we, complete, and once we're not afraid to face these problems and overcome them, healing will begin to take place in our spirit man, and people around us will begin to see a change. And guess what? The next man is going to say, well, how come this person is going through hard times and still keeping his joy? How come he's still keeping his peace? How come he's being rewarded great things? I'll tell you why. Because this person is not being afraid. Another reason why God lets us go through hard times is He wants us to work on ourselves to be able to, conquer fear, to conquer anxiety, to practice His peace more, to practice His joy more, to practice His characteristics as we should, especially as believers. So, take this message in consideration, and I just wanted to share this with you. Also, feel free to elaborate on this message as well. I would love to hear from you guys. I'm always open-minded and willing to hear, what others got to say, and other ideas. That's what being human is all about, is if we can bond with one another and hear each other's stories. I believe this can, sharpen each one of us every day. That's what being human is all about, is sticking close together the way, people should, and especially in this cold world that we're living in. So I go by the name of Rob. Once again, feel free to share this message with others, and look out for more messages in the near future. And also, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I post, like motivational quotes and gospel messages, messages of inspiration and encouragement. And sometimes I could be going about my day and a random thought will pop up in my mind. And when it's really led to, for me to share it by my Father, I really, put these things out on my social media sites just to help other people. Because, I realize that there's somebody in the world right now that's looking for help. That there's somebody in the world that's sick. Somebody in the world that's dying. There's somebody in the world that's lost. So why not reach people? Especially in these dark times that we are living in. And especially on this internet right now. There's so much pollution that's going on. And, especially it's polluting our young kids more and more. So now is the time to be a light. And especially to spread forth the gospel of Christ Jesus, so that souls will be saved from hellfire. Excuse my cat right here. What's up, Purr? Say hi. Alright, but I'm going to get going. You guys take care. She just wanted to hear the message, huh? You guys take care. Remember, stay strong in life and be of good cheer.